Aloha, beautiful High Vibe Tribe. I hope everybody is well. I had to delay my start a little bit today, but I am here live on, what is the date today? August 6th, 2025. My name is Pink Bella Aloha, and I'm streaming live. Going to do a Lionsgate 8/8 dive and look at the energies for us all today as we're 2 days away, as well as look at the Schumann Resonance. And I've got some hot topics today. We're going to talk about frequency interference, what's going on with our crown chakra. It's connected to part one that I shared with you all 2 days ago. And then we're going to talk about, interference, the black cubes. Now that's super interesting because the black cubes came into a session yesterday, but there's a big piece I got woken up with, and one of my gifts for this time. So welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. Again, my name is Pink Bella Aloha. Whoever is here, please say hello so I know you can see and hear me, and we'll wait for a few more people to come in. I have a little bit of a slideshow. Did I add it? No. While we're waiting, I will add it. I thought that I did. Oh, I think I rebooted my computer. Okay, hold on. Let's go here. There we go. Some slides from last time, some not. So for those of you who are new, or whenever you pop in or whenever you watch this, we're going to do a deep dive into the Galactic Akashic records today, as this Lionsgate is like no other. And I've got an image of the latest Schumann Resonance. We're also going to talk about some frequencies. I've been experiencing some very unsettling things, but it's all part of the intel. So who is here? Let me know who's here. Say aloha. And I hope everybody is well. What is today? Hello, aloha, good to see you. What else did they want me to talk about first off? Yeah, I think that's it. We'll just pull some cards. I'll just wait. And yes, we'll have a Q&A depending on how many people come in. I was supposed to start 45 minutes ago, so it's just the way today has gone. So how's everybody doing with the energies? Yeah, let me know. Let me know where you are and how you've been feeling. And I've gone from super tired to dizzy to aches and pains to wide awake. It's all over the place. We have had a couple of M-class flares the last couple days. So those are not as strong as X-class, but they're still mighty powerful. And those are the light activations from the sun. And then the Schumann charts are now showing us what kind of light codes we're receiving as well. Okay. So I was so tired after my day yesterday, but I pushed myself to go to nature. I was just have to go. I tell you, I felt so different. I felt like I was back in my body. I equate this time of year kind of to eclipse season, and it feels like there's a 300-foot wave of light that kind of comes down and slams down on us. And then we're kind of shaken up like those snow globes. And then we are trying to find our way for sure. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. There's a lot going on. We're going to pick some numbers again today, do some numerology, go through the wellness chart. I also expanded the outline for the Starseeds classes that are starting on the 12th. So I will review that as well. Just making sure it's somewhere here in my notes. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And the black, I've got an image of the black cube. Unbelievable intel. So I'm going to do a G-rated version about that intel today, and then I will dive deeper into it on Rumble, which I might be creating this afternoon as well. So my name is Pink Bella Aloha. I'm a quantum Akashic reader, healer. I work with liaison with you and all your higher selves and source, and I'm very grateful to do this work and be here. I also facilitate classes and grid work assignments and all sorts of things. Oh, there was something else. Aloha. There is something else new that I've been offering is a digital transmission for you for the month. So you can still order one for August. It'll take a few days for me to get it to you, but you can do a mini or a full one, and that gives you a full overview for yourself. It's also galactic, so I bring in a lot of galactic origin information and astrology and all sorts of cool things. So I created a few so far. I've created one for myself, and I'm grateful. Yeah. So I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome, Flesh. Good to see you. And glad that you're here. Let me just see. Hi, Jazz. Hope all is well. I've been stressed, crying, and hard to ground myself. I feel stronger now than before. Calling on the violet fire has been helping. Yeah, absolutely. Emotions all over the place. Absolutely, Jazz. And I hear you. Like it just feels it's to me, it feels very, very intense right now. So I absolutely hear you. Aloha, Ruth from Nova Scotia. Dizziness, tired, and energetic, but having a good sleep. Oh, that's good. I get knocked out for a few hours, and then I kind of awake and high alert. But I got another part of my mission in the middle of the night, so that's okay. It's all beneficial in the end. Yeah, yeah. So I will be going over the Starseed classes. You do not. I'll go over everything that we're going to cover. Do not have to be at a certain level. I'm going to be working through a process of helping you connect with your own Akashic records. I'm bringing in messages and doing it safely, as well as we'll get it's a private little group, so we'll be able to get into lots of cool stuff as well that I can't do here on camera. And that is open for sign up as of today. They start on the 12th. Again, they're recorded. You don't have to be there live. And I'll talk about that when I get to it. But there's a couple of new packages as well that I added on my website yesterday. Okay, let's start. Yeah, the dizzy thing's super interesting. It's like, where am I? Where am I grounded? And we have, I'm in the Pacific Northwest. We have cooler temperatures today and rain, a very pleasant shift. We've needed clean air. We've needed rain. It's still kind of overcast, but I'm glad for the change, and I hope everybody, wherever you are, it's not too hot and you're able to breathe. I find when the sun is really hot and really intense, it is hard to ground for sure. All right, so I'm going to ask that the Galactic Akashic Records be open and my liaison step in and bring in information. So I'm working with a commander from the Arcturian team of light, but they're also connected to Prime Source Creator, and they'll be my liaison. And the reason I have a liaison is because I'm not I'm not supposed to be in there fiddling around with things. So I can receive transmissions, but that's it for sure. Okay, so let's just ask, what do we need to know? We'll just talk about the Lion's Gate right now, 2 days before the peak day. And then depending on who you listen to, it could be, ends on the 12th or the 26th, but we're definitely in that Leo energy until the sun moves into Virgo about the 22nd. I am present. So recreating more of a sovereign pillar of light. And we're going through a massive light body activation to access more of the divine within. So any physical, mental, emotional energies are purging. We're purging out the old density that we can just do one layer at a time. Oh yeah, I'll continue with this, and I have a little story. Okay, and angelic frequency, which came in 2 days ago. So, some of you have a very deep connection to the angelic frequency, and you have a history like as being part of the seraphim, which is an angelic, very high frequency angelic energy around Prime Source Creator. And some of you do work with the angels and the archangels. So I just want to let you know that the angels are here, you are safe, and that you are it's a process. We all work with different energies. So that's interesting that it came in again. I love it. Serious star blessings. This goes right into my story. So we are, it's called the Lion's Gate, but in actual fact, it was just called the Sirius gateway, the Sirius gate. So I'll share a little bit about that with you all. Serious star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. And this absolutely covers, I've been shown that I'm going to be seen more. And then I need to get more comfortable with that, not having to be cloaked all the time. So that's been super interesting to me. I had another knock on my door, everyone. That's number 4. And it was a new neighbor who wanted to introduce themselves to me. And I thought that was really interesting that they came to my door, knocked, and I was actually home. That's like something that I grew up with, like the 70s. So anyway, super interesting. So I've seen a lot of flack, a little bit of flack online about people going, what is this Lion's Gate? It sounds like it's new age and it's made up. So of course it wasn't called the Lion's Gate, but me personally, I had an activation, 2 activations at the pyramids in Giza. So I got all this download, which is why I'm doing the work that I'm doing. And So I just, when words pop up for me, they're key codes. So sometimes when I bring information in for all of you, they're key codes, they're activations to help you remember. It's like installing a new app on your phone, right? So I just resonated with Lionsgate. I'm just trying to remember the very first time I realized there was a Lionsgate was either 2011 or 12. Apparently the history of that name goes back to somebody that got a download, a transmission about calling it that. That was early 90s, before the internet. You know, when I was sharing today, before the internet, we all just went to bookstores or spiritual bookstores, and that's how we received our information, right? So that individual actually got a download, and now it's been like, oh, it's not real. And but those of us who lived in those times or have been to the pyramids or been to a major stargate, we have this resonance with being there from other lifetimes with other groups of people. So this is very much an alignment with the Sirius star system from July to August, and no matter where we are on the planet. It's interesting that they got the download about the lion, which is the Leo energy, which is what we're in. And then we also have the gate, because it was the Giza pyramids was a massive multidimensional stargate. So we did, I believe we just called it a Sirius gate. And yeah, I may do a deep dive on that. I'm not sure. So you can call it whatever you want, but it is about, we are receiving potent light code restructuring from the Sirius star system. And that is called the central sun, which is right behind our sun. So there you go. It just came in, naturally flowed in. Aloha, high vibes. Yeah. Where to next? Maybe I'll pull a couple of numerology cards, and then you all can pick some numbers, and we'll look at the wellness checklist for sure. I haven't added anything new, just for me. But yeah, I'm at 82. 82. That's a nice number, I think. Okay, let's pull a numerology card for us all today and see what wants to come in. Oh, I love this. This has been coming in sessions. Number 8, alchemy. You can't make this up. Lots of 8s. Alchemy. And this is very like joy and creativity. And that's where abundance comes in. So this is really like, this is a lift me up card today for some of us who've been really feeling the energies. Frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside, that we're magical human beings. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. And I bet you that's in all of our Akashic records as well. And one of my favorite books is The Alchemist as well. So I love that. That's perfect. And we got a number 8, and you saw it here live. Thank you everyone as well for being here live. If you watch this on replay, thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing out my content, because I really appreciate it. Okay. And it helps me reach more starseeds and light workers as well. Okay. Let's pull some other numerology cards. And then if you all are thinking about a number between 1 and 82, you can pop that in the chat, and then I'll come back and pick a couple to look at the wellness checklist and see what wants to come in for us today. Okay, so right off the bat, we received number 57, teaching and learning. So right away, our crown and our heart chakra, crown chakra is coming in today, are trying to unify and align together. Okay, so we're to stay in our heart as best we can and notice if there's anything interesting going on with our crown chakra and just be neutral about it. Then we received number 6, love, but that's also like the throat chakra, that really blue, peaceful, calming energy. Blue stones have been coming in most of my sessions. I love wearing blue stones because they do bring peace and tranquility. And let's pull one more. Number 10, neutrality, karmic completion. So this is an opportunity through the Lionsgate to complete karmic soul contracts. And that's the sacral again. So the sacral as well. There's a lot of energy leaving the sacral right now, which is just as important as the solar plexus and the root chakra, because it's carrying our creative energy. Yeah. Okay. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, Ruth. Number 72. Let's see what magical number 72 is. Reclaiming abundance and prosperity, and as a sovereign being. So as a sovereign being, we have a right to be abundant and prosperous from all people, places, events, and timelines to either have a new team of light to support this sovereignty or to work directly with Prime Source Creator. And I've shared this in the past, and the information that I've received is some people can claim their sovereignty and there's no problems. Many of us will claim our sovereignty, and we've got multi-dimensional contracts with some beings that we agreed to work with that don't like it. But it doesn't matter. We are sovereign beings. We get to a point where we're going to connect with Source. We're going to want to be the sovereign being because we know what our rights are. And these other guides, teams that we have contracts with, have not been too impressed with it. So there was something else I wrote, and this is all stuff that I've cleared for myself. Let me just see. I just keep looking at the number. I had to delete rogue aspects that had access to myself off planet from the Orion system to reclaim and reboot my sovereignty through a new Stargate system. So that was super powerful and interesting for me. Apparently, there are many of us, that's why it's on my list now, that agreed to come here from the Orion system, from the Galactic Wars, and we had like an entry visa to work with certain guides, but they didn't expect that we would want to be sovereign and not want to work with them anymore. So that was my backlash. So there you go. Okay, good one, Ruthie. And let's do we'll just do number 24 with Jazz. That's great. Let's see what else wants to come in. Yeah, dark ETs today. That's what we're going to be talking about. So number 24 is Archon and dark ET traumas. So I think I shared this the other day, or maybe it was in a session. Our anxiety is not just in our head, it's completely embedded in our nervous system. Same with the dark ETs and traumas. I'm grateful for this tribe because we've gotten to a certain point where we're aware that they're here, and we knew coming in that they would be here, which is why we've all wanted to be cloaked and everything. But we're healing. The nervous system is getting an upgrade, and we're healing these multidimensional traumas as well from the Galactic Wars. So yeah, good one. Okay, I got an itchy nose today. I can't remember what that means. Good one, Jazz. Thank you, Ruth. Okay. Where to next? Yeah, I don't want this reading to be too long because I want to talk about the other topics. I'm just going to pull one chakra. We've got quite a few chakra messages. Yeah. Anxiety's been huge. Sacral. There's just confirmation. So our sacral is really getting an update and an upgrade. Where to next? I'm not going to pull one of those. I'm going to pull one of these. Yes, I've been having anxiety attacks too. I had a big one this morning. And I came up with a couple of exercises to clear it out. Okay, here's the crown. Again, number 9, consciousness, ascension, healing shield. So it's all about the crown chakra right now, which is perfect because that's what I was going to talk about. I didn't put it on the thumbnail. I put frequency interferences, but it is, excuse me, itchy again. It is about the crown chakra interference. I was sharing today that sometimes, especially if we've been working with our chakra system for a long time, we'll think, "Oh, why isn't that not balanced? Why is there interference?" It's a mainstream. That's one of the tools that the Dark Alliance uses, is to create clutter in our crown chakra. So it's absolutely a normal occurrence, and it started to come forward for me through the grid work assignments about what has been transpiring. We've had lots of information about that for the last 2 years. Okay, a dragon and a crystal, and then I'll go into the slideshow. If you all have any questions you want me to look at today, let me know. We got the air and the water dragon. I love it, especially so I got fresh air today and rain and water, which is beautiful. The air and the water, as long as we are able to be around water or spend time in water, that as well helps us to connect to higher frequencies, trust your intuition. Our superpowers are leveling up, be open to enlightenment. And for many of you, your next level of your mission to express your song, or the beginning of your mission, is going to be coming online through this Lionsgate. You are automatically getting downloads. Just checking in on my kitty. And we got lots of green today, green adventuring for new beginnings and new opportunities. Yeah, that's beautiful. I just felt so amazing going to the forest last night and saying hi to the trees. It was like, oh, it's beautiful. All that green energy. Okay, let's do a galactic Akashic reading. Rest and rejuvenation, number 4 with the trees. 7, the chariot, triumph. Number 9, fulfillment of wishes. Bottom of the deck is mental. Yeah, all the energies are sort of stirring up our mental processes, our anxiety, not being able to explain what we've been feeling. But then we have number 10, destiny. Yeah, that we agreed to know that, yeah, it's intense this year. And I knew that it was going to be, especially we've had a couple M-class flares too. All right, let's do some clarity messages. With rest and rejuvenation, we have the Queen of Cups. With the Chariot, we have temperance, lots of water today. And then for, yeah, almost all the cards have water in them. Then fulfillment of wishes, we have the 7 of Wands. And then destiny and mental conflict, we have 7 of Cups, which is a timeline shifting. Wow. Okay. I'm going to have a little sip of tea. I agree, Flesh. Absolutely. I'm used to not like rain at all, but I love the rain now. I just get so excited about it. Yeah. Okay. So overall, of course, almost every card has water in it. So rest and rejuvenation and water. See, she's got her feet in the water. Water will help to heal and keep everything balanced, keep our hearts balanced. The Queen of Cups is very heart-based, very trusting. Then, so that's where we're at right now. Then on the day of the Lion's Gate, yeah, lots of movement, lots of energy coming in, lots of movement, fast movement as well. But by the 11th, Mercury will be going direct, so it'll be lots of anything that's been glitchy will sort of start to show up. And then we have temperance again with water. So I'm hearing that the water is whether we're drinking it or in it or outside in it, it's helping us stay fully balanced as the energies sort of start to intensify. It's giving us that that extra bit that we need besides the trees. Look at this, fulfillment of wishes, waterfalls. So this is about completion and new beginnings, but this is also like the 9 of Cups. And remember to continue to set your intentions. And we have the 7 of Wands, which I'm hearing is the intensity of the light cones coming in. So we got 2 7s. So again, like the sound of water is just so soothing. Overall, is the mental conflict is trying to split up where we should go and what we should do. I've been going through that too, like just overthinking some things. It's about a timeline shift. So, our body, our ego doesn't get what we're doing. So it can go into anxiety. I can't even remember the last time I had this much anxiety. And it is like we're being moved to that new level, that higher frequency, that newer timeline. And at number 10, it is our destiny to be here. And we have to remind ourselves that we've done this before and that everything's going to be okay. But I hear you all. I've absolutely been going through it too. Absolutely, Ruthie. We just got it today. So absolutely, rain stick and call in the rain dragons for sure, because it's so, water is so necessary. And I agree, it's been very dry here too and very hot. So I appreciate the cooler weather. Let's go on to the slideshow. Okay. So I just have just a beautiful reminder. This is what we're working towards, the new crystalline grid around the planet. And I love the new crystalline grids. So this was the Schumann Resonance. It was actually late yesterday. I couldn't really find one before I did this live, but we can see mainly blues, a little bit of green, a little bit aquamarine. So that's basing like our throat, our heart, our high heart. I was given the information today that the white, like when we see really big flashes of white light, that's the diamond light coming in, and that's the intensity. So the Schumann is actually representing what the sun is bringing in and what we're all experiencing. So it was a 29 yesterday. It's been way higher, but I found yesterday quite intense. So I wanted to share that all with you. You can have a little look at that. And isn't that soothing? Like all the blue energy is very soothing. Okay, so here's like the 12 chakra system. I work with 22, but this is like the main system that's opening up and activating for you all. So see below the root chakra, how there's the Earth Star. So we talked about the Earth Star last time. And if you haven't watched that video, Last time I got into the Earth Star, the Soul Star, and the Zeal Point. I still have a little image about the Zeal Point. So the Earth Star is trying to support us and upgrade us and help us stabilize, because our root chakra and the lower chakras are getting shaken around. And then above the crown chakra is the soul star. This image has another chakra, but I just go right to the soul star. The soul star carries our connection to our Akashic records, and the earth star carries our divine blueprint for our soul mission and what we came in to complete and do. So I just wanted to review all that with you. This is what we're expelling from within us and off the planet. Good riddance. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. Oh, let me go before I get into that. Let's go back. I don't actually have anything for the crown chakra. Yeah, let's just use this. Let's just use that, okay? Like the purple energy. So I want to pull a couple of cards about this, what other information we need. I got knocked out for a couple of hours, and when I woke up, there was complete interference. So yesterday was pretty good in my apartment, but when I went out to the hallway to get the elevator, I felt immediate pressure on my crown chakra. I left, I went to the forest, and I was good. When I came back, I was good. But within about 5 minutes, it wasn't like a nice little download, everyone. It was like I felt like there was a clamp. I felt like there was pain in my zeal point, like uncomfortable energy. So I used I created like a little peppermint roll-on. So I used that. I got knocked out and had a nap. I got woken up a couple hours later, and right off the bat, I got a message about the black cubes, and I was like, whoa. So I did a bunch of work with the Arcturians to help clear up the energy in the building and to help me be more connected to source. I felt so much better afterwards. It did try to come back this morning, but it was a big transmission. Yeah, it was huge. Okay, what do we need to know about? So basically the overall message before I get into the black cube message is there is crown chakra interference right now. It's nothing that you're doing or not doing. It, even with the tools that you have, this other energy still might have updated technology that can interfere. And the game plan right now with the dark ones is to interfere with our crown chakra. It's kind of like an end game thing. Like they just want to irritate us, but it was really uncomfortable for me. So I just want to share that with all of you. If you watch on replay, that you might be experiencing that. All right. What do we need to know from the Galactic Akashic records around the crown chakra interference? It's interesting that they're targeting the crown chakra right now because they know that we're receiving. Oh, here, let me. You can see the cards better. Hold on. Because they know that we're receiving instructions, downloads, light code activations from the sun, but we're also receiving them whether we're outside or not, and they can't override them. So it's like a battle for our crown chakra, but it's not really possible. But they're trying to delay a lot of us. They're trying to delay a lot of us from moving forward. Okay. Then we have the wheel. So I'm hearing, don't give up. Wheel of, because this too shall pass. Wheel of fortune. So this is a change in energies and a destiny for the future. This also came flying out, Knight of Wands, which will be and the Knight of Wands is going, okay. Someday I'll get a camera hooked up. We can look at the cards together. So we have the sun, right? Which is us elevating and becoming sovereign. Then we have the Wheel of Destiny, which can change the direction. And then this is actually a sovereignty card as well. And it's about the upgrades, and even the Schumann, when it does like a blackout, they're redirecting all of us back to our awakening. You know, whether you want to call it ascension or awakening, it's a remembering. It's just words. That's why I didn't even get too uptight about the Lionsgate name, because it's like they're just words. It's just we know what we're feeling. We know that we're remembering, and that our teams and source are redirecting the energy back to us, no matter what's going on right now. Is there a clarity card with that? We got two actually. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. So some of you, me, all of us have been working really hard and feeling quite tired. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Hermit, which is about our star council. So the star councils are overseeing everything that's happening right now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to show you. These are actually some images. Some of the images are recent. Some were from a couple of years ago. And I think when I've talked about the black cube energy in the past, it was just connected to some black cubes that are placed in certain areas on the planet. This isn't about that. This is about black cube ships, and they have been filmed coming out of the sun. So the message I got last night was, there's black cube ships in your area. And I was like, what? So, I'm a big Star Trek fan. This is all, this is represented to me. It kind of reminds me of the Borg ships. And I was like, really? So the uncomfortable energy for me was there was some black cube ships in the area. And they were not just targeting me, they were just it's like they were just trying to siphon and loose and create static and lack of clarity, worry, anxiety. Okay, super interesting, right? So this is impacting not only our crown chakra, but also the vagus nerve at the back, or the zeal point, the is that what ultra major, like there's a couple different names for it, because if they can disconnect our crown and our zeal point, we don't have access to our throat chakra, and we don't have access to our third eye. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I'm going to remove this again because I want to do a little reading. So I'll share. So my instructions were to work with the Arcturian light ships, and they are now going to be here with me daily, helping to clear the energy, not only in my building, but my area. As well as I got instructions for what they can do and what the dragons can do. So that was super interesting. And they did feel it was necessary, because I live in a high rise, to come in and be here nightly. The other message I received is that the Lion's Gate is such a potent time, whether we want to call it that or not, for us to receive our superpowers, our downloads from our star families. And they're trying to block that. So there have been images of multiple black cubes coming out of the sun, because the sun's not, I'm going to do another deep dive about the sun. Again, the sun is not just the sun. We're not just receiving our light codes. It's also a multi-dimensional travel Stargate port. Whoa. Okay, so what do we need to know about them? Nothing to worry about, but just to let you know, if you're feeling any energy, I'm getting nauseous, so it's true. If you're feeling any energy around the crown chakra right now, is that they've sent extra ships in to interfere. Fun, FUM. Okay, what do we need to know about the black ships that have come in that are cubes? I was going to load up a Borg ship. I didn't do it. So Prime Source Creator absolutely knows about this. So I woke up this morning, I actually had a clearer connection with Prime Source. So I'm grateful for the Arcturians that they were able to come in and help and assist me, because it was really painful and uncomfortable. This information has been hidden, the High Priestess. So we've got two arcana. So we have two major arcanas, which means it's absolutely true. This is some more information that has not been given to us. I didn't think that they were still here, but they are. And the Dark Alliance has created an offensive, to try and push everything back for us. They've moved in some more of these black ships. It's another piece that's been hidden from us, from humanity as well. Because we would be scared, right? We'd be in fear. We wouldn't want to leave our houses. But people are actually catching them on film now, which is super interesting. And wow. So I'm getting like that those cubes actually are a big piece of controlling the money systems. And we have the Six of Cups, which is like nostalgia and childhood. So some of you might have memories as a child of seeing these ships, or other lifetimes. Okay. And we also have Chiron retrograde. So we are receiving intel from our childhood. So we are receiving intel from our childhood, and sorry, my cat was making a noise. And it could be connected to anything. So I remembered a piece from my childhood where certain individuals from a religious group knew that I was home alone after school, and they would come and bang on the door. So that's why, like, even after like the first knock on my door, the second, the third, by the fourth, I was more relaxed and I had cleared it. But that was a piece from Chiron. Chiron is about childhood, clearing anything from childhood, anything that would have shocked our nervous system. Okay. What else do we need to know? We have the Chariot again. We've got the Chariot a lot. It's going to reverse, but it is part of the Galactic battle right now, and it is being managed. So I am getting nauseous. So not to worry, but just to know if you're feeling a little off or funny right now. It is intense because there's battles going on around us for sure. Okay. And it is impacting our crown chakra and our zeal point. Okay. Is there anything else I want to do before I talk about this? No, I think that's it. Okay, let me go to, so this is new. You don't have to be, advanced for this. This is a new class, 3 classes for me to assist you all to go through certain quantum healings and connect with your Akashic records. And I was given sort of a more detailed outline. It's all on my website. Class number 1 will be on the 12th. We'll be integrating the Lionsgate codes, opening up our personal records, and integration practices as well. And I feel like we're going to be getting into like shielding as well. Class 2, deepening personal record access and timeline healing. So strengthening your Akashic records channel, timeline clearing, and tools for alignment. I love that. And then class number 3, and this will be every 2 weeks, exploring our galactic heritage together, which will be cool. Talking about things like multi-dimensional travel and timelines, and then preparing for the equinox. And again, like there's going to be some type of working with shielding as well, and lots of time for Q&A. So sign up is on right now, so you can check that out. That's up. An early bird offer is on my website right now. And then this is one of the new packages that I've just put on my website as well. And it is the classes, the 3 classes, plus you also receive 3 personal Starseed alignment sessions with me. And that's on for I went back. What was it called? I called it the rollback. It's a rollback intro offer on only for today. So if you wanted to work in that way with me in single sessions, we can go deeper. So that is on offer right now. So check that out. And I'm grateful that I could do that for you all. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to remove this. All right. Do we have any questions from the tribe? Because I think what I can do is I was going to pull maybe another numerology card before I sign off. I didn't want this to be too long today. So, oh yeah, there's all sorts of I have lots of things on 50% off today as well. So go check it out, everyone. And look forward to connecting with all of you. Any questions before we go? Anyone else experiencing anything that I've been sharing about, or it could be because I'm in a high-rise scenario and I'm around a little more people than some of you, so that could have been coming from that. There was a lot of interference in the building, and it felt like my head was being squished. So anyway, I got the go-ahead to clear them out, and I have a new mission team that's helping with that, which is good. No questions today? You're all being so quiet. Very low energy and feels almost like the solar flares. Yeah, well, we did. We received, hi, Star Child. We received 2 M-class flares. I think one was this morning or yesterday, and it was a 4.4. I love that. So yeah, I know my energy ranges from high or low, and it just, it's like we're going like this for this. So the whole plan for all of us was to raise our frequency and our remembrance and our quantum field to a certain level by September, by the 9/9 portal, by the equinox, by the eclipse season. So of course the Dark Alliance, they have their own ways of traveling multi-dimensionally to come in. So apparently that's what they did. Yeah. So there you go. Nauseated off and on all day. Yeah. So we've shared about this before. The nausea usually means that there's some type of Dark Alliance energy in the neighborhood. And there you go. It's one of our superpowers. So the black cube ship thing, I was like, is that real? Really? So they're kind of cruising around and they're cloaked, but they want to be at a level where they can kind of come in, and their focus right now is to disconnect our crown chakra. Okay. Oh, that's interesting, Ruth. Okay. Oh, we got heart chakra number 4, perseverance. 444. That's the magical number. Yep. Keep going, perseverance. Okay. I'm going to, based on that, I'm going to, well, that's another thing, Ruthie. That is another way of disconnecting us. If we really resonate with being under the stars and connecting with our star family that way, that's another way to push us into a lower frequency by thinking, that they're not around us. So yeah. Anyway, we had overcast last night, but I was happy for the change in weather and the rain, so needed. Okay, why don't I just ask one more the cards as well? They're disconnecting our crown chakras. Is there anything else that we need to know? And our team, the Galactic Alliance, the Earth Alliance, is very aware of this. And they were able to come in and facilitate clearing it out, not just for me, but the whole complex and my area. So, okay. It's connected to the financial system. That's why they don't, it's a multi-level project. They don't want to let go of Earth. They don't want to, I don't know who the black cubes are. We can pull some galactic cards, who exactly is behind them, but the overall is they're trying to stall any switch in the financial system. They didn't win, like they're not winning, but they're trying to, it's a Five of Cups, they're trying to disassociate everyone, right? And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, this whole process right now is we're unifying heart, mind, and soul, spirit with Prime Source Creator, and they don't want that, but it's happening anyway, everyone. So just to let you know, I've got some Galactic Heritage cards. Aloha. So why don't I just pull a couple and see if we can get any information about who's in charge of the black cubes. We got number 49, missing link, Earth from the past. So I'm hearing that they're coming in through timelines that they've created in the past. I'll come back to you, Flash. I called you Flash. Flash. Number 37, single-minded focus. So the Orion system, yeah. So it's connected to the Dark Alliance, and that's right. They only have they just have one focus, and that's it. So it's connected to that they've owned and had access to Earth for so long, and we're moving into a new paradigm, Andromeda, a parallel reality. So yeah, it's the kind of their last hurrah. But I was surprised, everyone. I haven't experienced that before, for sure. Aloha, welcome. Is the deeper dive scheduled on the other platform for this week? Oh, you mean on Rumble? Yeah, hopefully I'll have a little bit of energy and I'll do it this afternoon. So yeah, I'll post. I think my Rumble link is below. You can just follow there and you'll get a notification. But I'll try and do it this afternoon since I'm on that topic for sure. All right. I think that's it for today, everyone. So again, if you want to come and have fun and hang out with other Starseeds and join the classes and that unique package that's on today. Also, lots of other packages on 50% off. There's also the Divine Goddess Gridwork assignment that's also included in a package. So check it out. Sending you love and aloha. I will be back soon. And thank you, everyone, for being here with me today. It's an honor. So love and aloha, and I'll be back soon from Pink Bella.